Hi everyone. So I just wanted to come on really quick and talk about something that I recently watched on YouTube. I'm going to link it in the comment section of this video and maybe you guys will watch it. It's very beautiful and I found it fascinating and beautiful. This gentleman speaks of um, the divine feminine and ancient Egypt, and just the way that he breaks everything down is just absolutely, it's just beautiful. I was so moved and so touched. I've watched it several times. You know, I do have a passion for Egypt, and so I watch a lot about different things from Egypt. But this in particular, I was drawn to it because it was about the divine feminine and mother goddess. And so towards the end of the video, I'd say maybe like a good 20-30 minutes of the video, at the end, he breaks down the Hathor temple, the temple of Hathor. Anyway, I don't want to butcher it at all, but the way that I relate it, he broke down this temple in relation to death and rebirth, and just this whole cycle. And there was different chambers within this temple, but the way that he breaks it down, it's in relation to Isis and Osiris's relationship, and then how both of them go experience this process of death and rebirth separately, and then in the end, I mean, I don't want to ruin it for you, but it literally reminded me so much of this twin flame journey, and how I have felt that it's about this healing, within the balancing of our own divine masculine and divine feminine within, so that not so that we could so that we can learn to support each other. He shows pictures of the hieroglyphics of the names Isis and Osiris, and the way that he describes it, and you can see it for yourself. The picture that means Osiris, is him in the throne, and then where for Isis the throne is empty. So it's like he is who he is because, like, he would never be king if it wasn't for her. Like, he needs, like, because she is the throne, and without him, like what is she? Like, she's just a throne without a king, or without a queen or whatever. I don't know. He does it so. I'm sure I just butchered it, but hopefully that excites you enough and inspires you enough to want to continue along your path of self-healing and growth, because he even also spoke about love, like getting to that place, like love being the highest energy of all, and forgiveness, and this whole process of birth and rebirth that they went through in this chambers. You just have to watch it, okay? Because I know that I found myself completely inspired by it. It made me realize that, like, I'm not crazy. Like, this is, it made so much sense to me, and it made sense for everything that I have been experiencing along my path, you know, my spiritual journey, and how I've continued to go through these deaths and rebirths and just keep getting knocked down and standing back up and moving forward, and continuing to find this like higher understanding for the why, and making more peace within myself, which is allowing me to make peace with the others outside of myself. And then, you know, it also, you know, just like brought me back to just the whole one, like where it's like it makes sense. It's because it's like, you know, I am Isis, she is me, you know, divine masculine is Osiris, that, you know, Osiris is the divine masculine. It's like it just made so many things click within my brain. And I just got this, I was just in awe, and I wanted to share that with you. I was actually moved to share with you, you guys. I got told to make a video and to post it and to talk about it and to share what I just shared with you. And, you know, to let you know that I'm here. I'm here to help you continue to go through your births and rebirths as you walk your path to become whole within yourself. Because more than when you uniting with another person, that is the main purpose. You become whole within yourself. Oh, and you know, I'm also remembering, you know, it's like I've always said something about, it's like the layers of the onion. It just keeps going deeper and deeper. But it's like it's not that at all. And the gentleman who makes the video, I wish I could remember his name at this time, but he it's like it spirals, it goes up. It's the ascension. It's with every death and with every rebirth. You're born again. It's like you ascend to, you know, until you meet your God. And then just knowing that, you know, we will never achieve perfection, but that we all are gods and goddesses, you know. And I just felt so, it just really inspired me to keep doing what I'm doing and to really offer my assistance, because the shit is going to be hitting the fan, okay? And we are not alone. We are all in this together, and I'm a firm believer of that. And you know, I'm here to offer my assistance. I'm going to continue to share my messages, and I'm going to continue to do my twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine readings. You know, I was also told today to just do the twin flame, the collectives, like do a collective reading, and then do for every month, do fire signs, earth signs, water signs, air signs, and then to do each individual sign on a separate platform that I'm not ready to announce yet, but I will be soon. So yeah, so that has been my assignment given, you know, this last week. So I just wanted to update you guys, and I wanted to share that video with you, and I hope that it ignites the passion within you. You know, it's the way that the gentleman in the video speaks and shares his message and his experience and his take on things, it is romantic. It is out of this world. It is beautiful. But again, it starts within. And I just think that that is truly the greatest gift of all, is to really become self-aware of who you are and what you stand for. And the last couple of weeks have been a little bit rocky for me, and I don't feel like I'm alone in that feeling that was going on. But I had to get really clear with what I want with my life and what my beliefs were and are, and why. Because in even seeing that video, and even like taking all this time that I've needed to, I just like meditated, and I was praying, and I did a lot of writing, and I just did a lot of like just processing of everything that was happening and all the like epiphanies I was getting. I had to just kind of take everything all in, and the bottom line is that I want to help. I want to help people. I am living proof that you can come from complete dysfunction. You can come from a life of drugs and alcohol, rape, physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, gang rape, and all the other traumatizing experiences that I've experienced in my life, to be someone who is solid within my thinking. And it doesn't mean that I don't ever have bad days, but it's knowing that it's having those bad days and knowing it's not going to last, knowing that there is the rainbow or the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and even if it's not, to understand that God's brought me to the end of that rainbow for something, and I just got to keep going, So, yeah, faith without works is dead, God's got his eye on all of us, and I don't know how he does it, but he does. And everything that happens, especially the things that break your heart and break you down, my belief is that those are the things that have taught me my most valuable lessons. And so keep pushing forward, keep leaning into the discovery of who you are and what you stand for. Just keep going for your dreams, because you're the only one that can stop them from happening. Yes, will you have to face a lot of your fears in order to, pursue some things, yeah, but that's what this is about, and it's not, yesterday I went to the beach, and I had made a video yesterday too, but I had all kinds of issues uploading it. And when I first uploaded it, it didn't upload the whole video. And then when I tried to do it again, it just, I don't know, it disappeared and stuff. I was just having all kinds of issues. But, yesterday I went to the beach, and it was a beautiful day at the beach, and nobody was really in the water, and the water looked so perfect. And just every now and then there'd be like this little wave, and I was like, man, why isn't anybody going in the water? And so after I'd been there for a while, I don't go in the water right away either. I wait until I get really, really hot, and then I go in there. and swim around for a while. So I went in and, you know, I do what I was usually doing, and but I get like knocked over by the wave, and there's an undercurrent like pulled me under, and I was like, it wasn't like too bad, but it was enough to like I wasn't prepared for it, but I instantly knew why nobody was in the water. But then it just got worse because I kept getting knocked down and like getting knocked down and trying to get back up, and then like the waves like kept coming and they were smashing me in my face, and my bikini top was like busting open, and my pants, my bikini bottoms kept getting pulled down, and I was just like laughing hysterical because like I was completely powerless. I was like everybody's gonna see me naked. I'm just gonna like lose my bikini here. And anyway, I managed to get out without losing my top or bottoms. And you know, there was tons of people up there watching me laughing, and I know they were laughing because one person was like, "Oh, it's a little wharf out there, huh?" You know, and it was like, you know, I was laughing at myself too. So I feel like even like yesterday when I said that, you know, that message, it was like, I feel like that is kind of symbolic for what's happening, whether it's happened to you now or whether it's happening in the process of happening or soon to happen, that, you know, things are going to start you're just going to be getting pummeled with things and life, and it's just going to be out of your control. And the best thing to do is just to surrender and start laughing, because it's like, who's going to win? If I stood there and like fought the freaking ocean, who was going to win? Like the fucking ocean. The ocean was like taking me down. Like I was losing. Like I got pulled under like, I don't know, 6 times. Like, and like I just had to surrender to the fact that I might lose my bikini, you know. So anyway, it was so I feel like there's something there about just like letting go and surrendering to, you know, not really knowing what's going to happen. If something, if the board just got cleared, you know, it's, yeah, they're reminding me of what I said yesterday and the message, because it was like what they told me yesterday was about clearing the table, because this time, you know, you get to set it your way, the way that you want to set it. And it's not about setting it to impress anybody else. It's setting it to your liking. And so that's really, I don't know, it's just really a beautiful message. And they're reminding me too of the song, the Satisfy My Soul. Satisfy my soul. That's the Bob Marley song. And then there's a line, and I think it's from within the same song, but it might not be, but it says, are you satisfied with the life you're living? And I feel like whatever's happened, whatever's got demolished, or whatever's happened, that you're just realizing that you just have to surrender, because like you don't know what the fuck is going on, and you just got to like give it to God, okay, and trust God. Like this is the moment, like, where from here forward it's about faith, because it's like, you know, I always share with you guys, it's like those of us on this like spiritual journey, it's like we get a 6-inch view of what's in front of us, and that can be fucking terrifying. But if you're like, if you stay grounded and rooted in your knowing, and this is why it's very like important to be clear on your belief system. What are your values? What do you stand for? And so that you're not swept away by or pummeled by whatever else, you know. So yeah, it's like learning how to just roll with the punches and laugh at yourself, because whatever happened, you may have been just being that all that happened to me in front of people, like people were like getting like a front row seat to my like, there was nothing I could do about it. People could see me getting knocked over and over again, and I'm sure they were laughing at me. So maybe whatever's going on in your life, or whatever's happened, or that's how you feel, you know, like a loss of power. But and maybe other people got to, you know, have seen you fail, and they've even laughed at you. And I feel like God is just talking to us and telling us just to laugh at ourselves and learn from because what I've been learning a lot is just like even more about where I've just been so controlling and trying to control the outcome and just not really having faith at all. And but this is the way that my relationship with God is, you know. He continues to teach me, and I continue to show up for my lesson, you know. And sometimes it's like I give myself the beating, and I feel like there might be some kind of an awareness with that within some of you out there, whoever this message is resonating with, you know. And so it's about learning to roll with the punches and realizing how possibly whatever it is like that came falling down or whatever is about to crumble, and even if it's going to crumble in front of everybody's face, it's like it's happening because it's like there's something about ego deflation, you know. I'm one of those big believers in our egos want us dead. So anytime we get any kind of ego deflation, it's like it's always, you just always have to embrace it, you know. And yeah, so I don't know, I feel like I'm just rambling now, but I mostly just wanted to share all that stuff with you. And I'm gonna do a couple of readings after I turn this off and I load up. I'm gonna look, I want you guys to look for that video. I'm gonna put it in the comment section of this video, okay, so you can watch it and hopefully be inspired to continuing to dive deep and truly embrace your God and goddess energy. And yeah, I love you. And another thing is I'm also being moved to offer the 50% off my readings as well. I need to update it on the website because they just told me that like right before I turned on the video. So I'm going to do that. I'm not even sure how about if we just use ISIS? We'll use ISIS as the code word. Okay. So I'm going to update that on my website, and that's for 50% off. And we'll do it through the 20th, June 20th. That's my son's birthday, because that's what they told me to do this for. It's like celebrating him as the divine masculine, celebrating the divine masculine in honor also of like my son. My son is a divine masculine rising, and so code word ISIS, ISIS, 50% off. All right. I love you guys. Bye.